movie premiere in New York City at the Frederick P. Rose Hall in Midtown at Jazz for Lincoln Center. It is a lovely evening with classical music playing, champagne being served, and a line of influencers. Waiting to get their picture taken.
Miss who's running the carpet, can you step down past us when you do it? Because I'd like to get a shot of the proposal.
Of everyone?
Yeah. That'd be great. Thank you. Just not right in the shot.
The people with the signs are press people introducing who's posing.
Behind the scenes, right? Excuse me, miss. I'm live.
We're so sorry. That's okay.
Excuse me, ma'am, are you going to be there the whole time? Because we're live, yeah.
By Central Park, but I know somewhere else.
Real people.
And over the shoulders. The back is perfect. Oh, gorgeous. So gilded. And as you walk that way, over the shoulder. Can you, well, let's get you in that in the back. Right there, yeah. Oh, perfect. Sonia, right here at the front of the dress. Thank you.
Sonia, question for AP? How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So I'm happy to be in New York. I have a new place here. I sold the townhouse and I found a place in Palm Beach. So that's why I just auctioned off my house. But now I have a place in New York. That came second and I'm very happy because I'm a New Yorker.
Of course. Are you a Downton Abbey fan?
Yes, I was here 2 years ago for the premiere of their other film. This is again the grand finale. So let's see what that means. It's never over till the fat lady sings. Here I am.
And is it? I assume it's very fun for you from the way you pose to come out for these things.
Yeah, I like it because I'm supporting people that I really love. I've watched the whole franchise, from beginning to end, every single season. I just feel like I had that life with the 7 houses, the yacht, the plane, and I would sometimes go to the what do you call that, lower level of the yacht? What do you call that? Below deck. Yes, I used to go down there and hang out with the staff, the crew, and it is really like that. Even at my houses, there's people in the back, and you just go sit with them and vent about the guests and family.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Have a great time.
So I do relate to that. I love it. The 2 actresses, the one in the red and the one in the blue.
Michelle Dockery.
And then the grandmother is amazing. Love. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Can you check the audio on that last interview? I just want to make sure it's okay and just text me back it's okay. I mean, it should be okay. If you could listen for just a bit.
It's like that. So I would go below down and hang out with food. Up there with the event of all the fun. Yes, and family sometimes. That's with the team. Yes, the team. Refill. And then in the house, it's not a risk.
Looking at this
Not right. It's always like behind the kitchen, or they have their own floor.
Can you text her and just say, Aaron, why don't you check on audio and make sure it's perfect?
Well, Francis could do it.
So what?
And then I would say she's my friend. It's special when you can do some format. Yes, yes. It should be 25. Happy with that. You look beautiful. Very young. I can say I'm not young.
Thank you. Did she respond back or no? Just ask her to check the audio in the last video.
Olivia, just right enough.
Did she respond? It's a new mic. I never use it.
You want to do it over the shoulder? Great to see you. Love you. Love your work. Let's see.
Look, could you pause while I get my headphones? Just hold it and keep it wide. Just hold it for 1 second. I want to get my headphones. Doing good, Brooke. Good placement. When does the real cash out?
Six.
Yeah. Director sign up. Yeah. As long as thank you. Or I'll bring them back if you do. Okay. We did not get in London.
Okay.
So those would be my priorities in case you have any say.
I do.
Okay.
At least I hope I do.
Yes.
And you should be. Yeah.
Right to center, straight out, and don't you look it over the shoulder left? Oh, over the shoulder.
response from her about the audio?
No, they said it's good. Sorry. I forgot to tell you. They said it's good.
Thank you.
A lot of influencers.
Where can I see this stream? Entertainment YouTube? AP Entertainment YouTube?
No, just AB. Well,
Who's AP Entertainment?
right, but that's going to be not live. You want live.
Guys, looks pretty good quality, huh? Look at this comment.
You know what? Maybe.
I don't even go up high and show that.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I think you're going to want to come back now, though.
See how many people are watching. 75. Yeah, this camera has a beautiful I want to change my battery just to be safe.
What shots I can use to get this
You need my glasses? Just miss if you can remember to thank you just a little, especially. Maybe they have their own private. Maybe they don't have their own private. This is tea and that's there are wondering.
Right over here this way, big smiles. Nice. Olivia, let's do it too, and then one.
Okay.
Carpet person, move to back.
Sorry.
Olivia, eye contact. There it is. Lovely walking, moving, fabric.
Love it, talk.
Thank you for telling me. Look. Please remember to move. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you.
Stassi, question for EP?
Oh, please. Yesterday was all good. Nothing bad. This is Mr. Mosley. question for you. Hello.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry.
No worries.
We'll in a minute.
No worries. No worries. All
Hello,
good.
I'm Christopher Focus Features Digital. I have this tiny microphone for you.
Oh, yes, I know.
Right.
Well, congratulations on the world premiere. Kind of after all of these years, what are you going to miss most about Downton?
I'm going to miss the people. I'm going to miss the people, and I'm going to miss the lovely locations. We shot in some beautiful places around England. Yeah, so I shall miss, but I shall miss the people most of all. Yeah, we made some good friends.
And why do you think people should
Is
see
this working?
It is. it actually works, I promise.
Okay.
And why do you think?
Feels like a hold.
I wish. That would be great.
Maybe you could screw it off and there's some vodka inside. Like,
Now that's a genius idea. I think we need to get that patented. Why do you think people should see this finale as a movie theater?
Oh, well, in the movie theatre, I think they should see it because I think it lends something to the scale. Seeing it on the big screen, I think you see the scale of Downton Abbey. You see the beauty of the locations. It's kind of. I think Downton was always meant to be seen on the big screen. Actually, I was worried initially when we made the first movie that it wouldn't transfer well from the small screen to the big screen, and I was really surprised and overwhelmed actually by how fitting it is. I think it just looks glorious.
Absolutely, it's a motion picture event. You have to see it. And then, if you could give a message to the Downton fans, what would you say?
Sorry, it's goodbye. But you know, all things come to an end.
And then, last thing,
Oh,
sorry.
right, okay.
For the next person I interview, if you could ask them a question, what would you say?
What do they think of my performance?
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Hello. We were patient and you came.
Bless you.
Are we good?
Yep.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Have you seen the film?
I have.
Okay.
I have. Well, I guess if you're going to start with that, I'm going to start with I cried a lot at the end. Do you cry at the end?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can understand why people did, but I didn't. I mean, I thought, I'll tell you what, I cried 10 years ago when we finished making the TV series. And I've kind of been saying goodbye to this part for 10 years now, because we didn't expect to be making movies. And I think back then we thought it's a fitting time to finish. And then we got these extra adventures. So yeah, it's a good time to finish it.
How do you say goodbye to a character you've been playing so long? Did you have like a moment on set? Did you take a prop or a costume?
No. I just have the memories, which is that's good enough. You know, as actors, we're used to sort of taking on roles and then throwing them away at the end, and that's our life. And it's a nice thing to do, to be able to sort of drop this and then go on to something else. I mean, that's what's exciting about being an actor, really, sort of stepping into other people's shoes. So I don't have any particularly strong emotions about it. It's sort of, I hope I served it well, and then on to the next thing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. It was a
You're welcome.
joy to watch.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hello.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
15.
15, you're right. How far this time not bad. I'm not going to count. Is it supposed to say goodbye to that role?
Elizabeth McGovern plays Lady Crawley.
As a fan of the show itself, I have to say, Mr. Mosley is one of my favorite characters. I love that from the Boston show, and I'm sure he's here. Because I love that character. Really want to be England, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not going to say more.
Surprised how many Americans love the show.
No, I'm not actually, because I think there is a sort of a strong relationship between them. And I'm not surprised that some of the other countries,
Let's go.
people, in China, where this whole trip is
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Krista from Focus.
Very nice to meet you.
I have this title.
Excellent. Well, first of all, I guess my first question is like, are you feeling about saying goodbye to this character that you've played for so long?
I feel proud to go out on this note. I think all of us were not sure how it would come out to do one more film, but I think it's the best one we've done, so it's a good way to end.
And I think, you have an interesting perspective because you played the American, and I think it was maybe a surprise for some people that the Americans were so, adoring of this show and so fascinated by their lives. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I think it's the version of England that they all want to believe in, and it's an escape for them. It's an escape to a world that seems to have more roots than perhaps we feel we have in America, that go farther back. It's a culture that's already been honed and tested, and I think that's comforting to Americans. It is to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell me, it's such a love letter to Maggie Smith, this movie. Can you tell me about your experience working with her and why that was important for this film?
Well, it was everything. I mean, it was agony and ecstasy. It was being connected directly to a whole other world of a legacy of theater and television and movies that I grew up just absorbing, and it was all right there in the room with us, with her. On top of that, she was a lot of fun.
I mean, no one has a zinger like Maggie Smith ever.
Absolutely not.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Excuse me, miss.
My name is Krista. I'm from Focus Features Digital. I have this tiny microphone. That's cute. Yes. So, congratulations on the premiere of the grand finale. Sure. After all of these years, what are you going to miss most about
The people. Having that reason to all hang out together and laugh and joke around. So is the people.
Absolutely. And why do you think people should see this film in movie?
It's the best one we've done, and it's a real film. It's taking everything that people love about Downton, which is that tapestry of interweaving characters, but it's put it in a backdrop. I think you'd be very proud of it and beautiful. And particularly, I feel like today, it's not only an escape back into the past, but it's an escape back into the time when adults first started watching Downton, which the world was so different, seemingly so much more and promising.
Hello, I'm Brooke from AP. Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good.
Aaron?
He's busy. He's doing. He's getting the money. He's getting a shot of the money.
Thank you for understanding. You know how this works.
Yep. No problem.
So I saw the movie, and I hate to say it, but you're a little bit of a spoiler here.
I'm a spoiler.
Well,
I guess
you
so.
kind of spoil a little bit of the fun for the Crowleys.
I guess I do. It's kind of funny that I come out of nowhere to kind of like mess things up pretty badly. I know. He's not a bad guy, the guy I play. He's just not very smart with his money.
And taken
in by the smooth Alessandro Nivola.
Yeah.
Super smooth.
Which I understand, kind of,
Yes.
seeing him.
Who wouldn't
Absolutely.
be?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And tell me, it's so fascinating that Americans are so interested in this story for so long.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, Is it because, well, first of all, it occurs to me that like the lines are so strict for them, whereas for us they were so blurred with class and with,
Yes.
you know, how they, with properness and polite,
Yes.
you know.
I think Americans love all that stuff, though, you know? And it's all this sort of romance. I mean, the British, they're good with all the tea and the castles, and then we love all that stuff, you know? Even though we don't, you know, we separated from them 250 years ago, we loved all that stuff. Who doesn't? The world loves this, what the British have to offer like that.
Totally. So how are you feeling tonight about this ending?
Great. Yeah, it's great. I'm so happy to be a part of a thing that's such a phenomenon. It's great. It's like being in a James Bond movie or something. It's really great. It's awesome.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Have fun tonight.
Thank you. Thanks.
Many women have been with us throughout. It's been an extraordinary journey.
I would like
Why do you think people should go see this film in this high quality?
Great. I'm a
Just now, there is nothing like being in a community of people, and Downton has had an extraordinary community of followers over these years. So to sit at home is one thing, but to go and share it with the bigger Downton family is so important. So it was shot for the big screen. You can watch it on your watch if you want, but it's not the same. Sitting there with hundreds of other people, laughing together, being in pin drop silence together. Downton has had a unique effect in bringing people from around the world together. Let's face it, we need that more than ever. It's a show about family in its broadest sense, and about compassion and being together as a unit as far as possible. And I think to go to the movies to see that and share it with people who will become your family is really fun.
Yes, but I met him, and he's about to be done, so yes. Okay. Hi. So nice to see you. Congratulations. This is Simon, the director. So tell me, I mean, this movie has all the feels, as Americans say.
Good.
What were your major goals with it? Because
Well, I wanted to give everyone the feels. I mean, I took it on because I love these characters just as the world has loved these characters, and I wanted to lean into the fact that it was a very emotional goodbye to them. And of course, it wasn't just the characters saying goodbye to each other, it was the actors as well. And I think that seeps through the film and just enriches the emotion of it.
yeah, and this time there was a lot, you know, it's a lot about the future and forward thinking, and there's some feminism in it,
Yes.
and talk about divorce. Can you talk a little bit about why that was important in this time?
Well, I mean, it was hard to convey to a modern audience just what a bombshell divorce was in 1930, particularly in a family of this kind. And I think that does play. No.
And tell me, this is a love letter to Maggie Smith as well. It was so beautiful how you had a tribute to her. How did you sort of approach that?
Well, she passed away after we finished filming, but her character obviously was very much all through the film. People refer to it just as they do when a beloved grandmother dies or whatever. And the cast all loved her deeply, so that took care of itself in some way.
Yeah, nobody had a zinger like Maggie Smith. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It's like a warm blanket. But you have to see it in a sort of, because everything becomes I'm sure it'll be up to it. But yes, the full impact. Thank you so much.
And then what would you
Hi.
Brooke AP. There we go.
All right.
Yes. How are you feeling tonight?
Well, it's a funny feeling. You know, we've come to the end of 16 years in my case, and a great chunk of my career, as well as my life. So it's odd, but I'm pleased with the film, and I hope the audience will be as well, really. It's a goodbye film, you know.
It is. It is very forward-thinking. There's a talk about divorce, and there's a feminist view in this movie that we kind of haven't seen before. Talk about why that was important.
Well, I think that we wanted to suggest where they were going to go in the new world that was unfolding before them. And indeed, some families stayed, in their houses and on their estates, including the Carnarvons where we film it, I can. But nevertheless, the world was changing, and the British public had decided they no longer wanted to be governed by these people. And so a fundamental change was coming in their role in society, and I think we were trying to sort of address that, really.
That drone shot at the end with the Crawleys walking away from the house got me right here. I wonder how you feel when you watch, the end.
Well, I very much liked the bit where Robert put his hand on the house. Because if you are born into one of these families, one of the disadvantages is that your life is going to be about the house and the estate. And you may want to be a filmmaker or a dressmaker or whatever it is, but you've got to forget all that and accept that your role is to keep the house standing. And I hope that we presented both the advantages and the disadvantages of that in the course of the series.
Right, the responsibility. Thank you so much, and thank you for the show.
No, thank you. Hello. Sorry, step in.
Tiny
Seems to be getting stuck.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Very good.
Excellent. I heard you say that this film is a love letter to the audience. Can you tell me why?
Because it really is the wrapping up of the storylines, or rather putting a proposed ending to, or pause in the stories of these characters that Julian Fellowes created after all these years, after all these episodes in these three movies. I think Julian's tied a nice bow, but he's also left the door open. So, as one of my colleagues said, it's like ... The fan fiction writers will have a field day saying what happens to each of these characters next. But you do see where they end up, and it's all in a positive place. So it's just the ending of one chapter, and the main character, the castle, sustains.
And, what I liked about this is there was some fragility to your character this time because of the financial loss, moving to London and being sort of resistant of that change. How was that for you?
Well, I think the fact that that this man's destiny from birth was to manage this estate, and that's coming to an end. And as he says at one point, what am I meant to do? Wander around just smiling benignly at people. I feel for the guy. It's been his one job, and now it's in one way been taken away from him, or it's time to pass it on. That's a big thing, and I think anyone facing retirement with no particular hobbies or objectives in mind could perhaps identify with that. His just happens to be a big old estate.
Yes. And last question, this is a beautiful kind of love letter to Maggie Smith as well. So many wonderful tributes to her during the movie. How was your experience working with her, and why that was important?
I always say that I was intimidated on my first day of filming with her and intimidated on my last. She was quite she was an extraordinary actor, which is why she was unique. But above all, underneath it, a bit like Julian and his writing, underneath any flintiness or acidic wit was an enormous heart and a great compassion. And I think she therefore symbolised the very heart of Downton. For all its wit and tension and drama, there was a kindness underneath it, and Maggie embodied that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's a question. I would say, my next question is Downton.
I am so in awe of your work.
Thank you so much.
Truly, I'm a little bit of a costume nerd. I'm going to be honest. I love a costume.
The costume nerds.
I know. I'm right there. So I guess tell me. I mean, what were the challenges of this, and what were the delights?
I mean, challenges of it was the scale. So the set pieces in this are huge. The millinery, the hats at Ascot was just a feat in itself. We could have spent the entire prep period just sourcing hats. But I think the challenge for me was finding a way to go out with a bang and really find that new aesthetic that the 30s is bringing in. So I got to do these really exciting new shapes. Bring in the advent of the bias cut, and I think the challenge was also the joyful part of it for me. It was all wrapped up together.
Can I get a shot of the star real quick?
This
I need 1 second.
And something very special that you to enjoy the success together. And I'm very proud of that work.
Doing a video where so Joanne asked, upstairs or downstairs?
Go back. Wow, this is, you can't have a better place.
Unfortunately, they're too comfortable. So
And you did you all?
so question for the next person.
5 and 6.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I know.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no
it's
problem.
okay.
And last question. I interviewed the Gilded Age people, and they told very funny stories about getting in and out of like hats and all those things. And I just wonder if there's like funny things that happen that we wouldn't know about.
No, I mean, I think I lucked out because when I joined the series, we'd already abandoned the corsets. So everything was a little bit easier to get in and out of. But you still need 2 or 3 people in the costume rooms in the morning getting them into what they're wearing. So I think it shows why there were dressers. It shows why ladies' maids were around because they needed so much help to get in and out of what they were wearing. I think, yeah, I mean, I had an amazing team. We had a lot of real diamonds on set, so I think there was nerves, I think, a jangle when we had those pieces out. But it was, fantastic to be able to showcase them.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. So nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Excuse me, miss. Makes it even better.
How do you take your toast?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello. Brooke, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Brooke. Hi.
Are you ready?
Yep, you can go a little closer to the mic.
Oh, okay. So tell me, this movie is very forward thinking. There's a feminist kind of view to it, and there's, you're dealing with divorce, and I wonder, it seems important, but I bet you liked that.
I did. I really loved this storyline for Mary, and I have to say I wasn't surprised. In the previous film there were rumblings of their marriage being a little on the rocks, and it, really kind of raised the stakes. Her being completely, ostracized from society, and then everyone having to kind of bring her back into the fold. And Julian's always written the women so well in this show, and it's just been a privilege to play her for the last 15 years.
And how do you say goodbye to a character that you've played for so long? Did you have like a moment on set? Did you take a costume or a prop or anything?
I mean, I haven't yet. I mean, it feels like it's not quite over for us yet. I mean, we've got tonight. There's a little bit more press to do. But I think I'll always take her with me in some ways and into other roles that I play. It's like she'll always be part of me in the show, and everybody will be part of my life.
What did you learn from her?
I mean, I've learned a lot about, women of that time, and she was a real trailblazer, the character, and I've just loved playing her, and I've always loved her stoicism. It's something I've really admired about her.
Absolutely. And you look wonderful.
Thank you.
Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling
and
great.
excited?
Thank you so much. Very, very excited. Yeah, for the next chapter.
A different kind of arrival?
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I love all the
This is so tricky because I want to do a good one and I can't. No pressure.
I think we're doing a cast shot now.
Okay. What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done? Good luck.
I love it. Thank you.
Michelle, Elizabeth. Oh, yes. Excuse me, gray hair? So,
Thank you so much. First of all, congratulations. After all of these,
And on your left, everyone to your left, Got it. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Thank you for your patience.
How you doing?
You know how this works.
We're good.
Okay, we're good? Okay. Well, you are joining a cast that has been together for 15 years. So tell me what that experience was.
Well, I guess under normal circumstances that would be an intimidating ask, but as luck would have it, I have a lot of history with a bunch of actors in the show. First and foremost, Giamatti and I have known each other since I was about 18, and I was an undergrad at Yale, and he was at the Yale Drama School, and we were in a whole bunch of plays together, which I'll show you a picture. So that right there is Paul, and that's me.
Wow.
And that's in a Lope de Vega play called Fuente Ovejuna, circa 1994. And then our kids went to the same school together in Brooklyn, and so we just have known each other a really long time. And we were playing sort of partners in crime in the film, so it really couldn't have been easier and more fun. And Bonneville over here, he and I were in one of my first ever films, which was a adaptation of Jane Austen's Mansfield Park that Patricia Rozema directed back in the 90s. And so we've known each other since I was only a few years older than when I met Paul. And then Dominic West has a baby with my wife's best friend. And my wife is the godmother to his daughter Martha, and he starred in my wife Emily Mortimer's television series, The Pursuit of Love. So there really were a scarce few that I needed to meet for the first time.
It was kind of like me.
Yeah.
Well, you also play a little bit of a cad, and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. So tell me how you balance that.
Well, anytime you're playing a role like that, I always feel like, from their point of view, I mean, I don't think that he was trying to do anything nefarious. He just thought he could have things work out for them and work out for him. I think he really falls for Lady Mary, and he probably came from a background where maybe he had less privilege than they had and felt some kind of hidden resentment about that. And so I didn't play him as a villain, but he does what he does.
Absolutely. And I realized in my research that your son is an actor and had quite a splash this year with White Lotus and Perfect Couple. How is that for you?
Yeah, Sam Nivola. No, I mean his year has changed his life almost overnight, because The White Lotus is probably the last thing apart from Downton Abbey that everybody watches. And he went from total obscurity to having a hard time walking down the street. So I like to think that we raised the boy right, and he has a head on his shoulders, and he seems to be handling it with stride. I mean, the great thing about growing up with two parents as actors is that he's spent his life observing us on sets and doing all the sort of promoting of things, and he's just sort of quietly been there, whether he liked it or not. And so there isn't a whole lot of it that's brand new to him that he hasn't at least seen from some close proximity. So I think that really is an advantage, just as far as like not spinning out and losing your mind when suddenly you have a lot of attention on you. But he's a really good guy too, and he dropped out of Columbia to do The White Lotus, and at the time I wanted to kill him, and now I'm just happy for him.
That's a hard one as a parent, because you want to think you're right, but I guess in this case it worked out okay.
Maybe one day he'll go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
When it's safe to be on a college campus again. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the night.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Yes. You good? Okay, excellent. Well, I'm going to start out with when I saw the drone shot of walking away and putting his hand on the thing, it definitely got me. And I wonder, when you see it, how do you feel about this ending?
I mean, seeing it's definitely an emotional experience because, like the fans, I've also just loved this show. Just happened to also be in it. So I'm sad that we're saying goodbye. I think it is the right time. But yeah, like the last 10 minutes of this movie, it's a tearjerker. And in London, seeing it with an audience and feeling that immediate reaction from the fans and everyone there, it was hard. I think this is going to be really hard because this is the last time that we're going to be on a carpet together as a cast. And the finality of it is definitely hitting home, and I've definitely done a lot of Irish impression on that. And I'll probably deal with that the same way that most Irish people do later on at the after party.
I hear you. Your character had such an interesting arc, and maybe one of the few that actually broke through in class. So, what do you feel like? What was the sort of reaction to that, and like how has it? I don't know. Has it made things different?
Well, I think Tom's character arc has been really phenomenal. And also for me as an actor, I was hired for 3 episodes in season 1, and to be here now feels pretty special. I think that what Julian latched onto with Tom is the idea that, he could be the eyes for the audience. He's seen everything for the first time, just like the audience are. And it's changed my life. It's changed my career. My work's been seen on a scale that if you turned to me at 28 and said you're going to do this show and it's going to, reach the heights that it has, I would have laughed in your face. I really would have, and it feels very special, and that's why I think it's feeling so sad now. Is the fact that it's definitely over, and we'll miss each other as friends. We'll obviously stay in touch, but this was always the guarantee that we saw each other again.
Do you have a group text?
Oh, there's about 9 different groups. I mean, there was a new one set up for London. There's one for here. Rather than go back to the old ones, because people who aren't here are already on it, so we just there's about 19. It's more than there is movies or seasons there are WhatsApp groups.
It's hard to keep up with. Well, you have a wonderful jacket on tonight, and one of my favorite things about the show is the costume. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, this is Paul Smith, which I'm delighted representing the UK as well in this, and Anna Robbins was such a phenomenal costume designer, as they all have been throughout. And but I think what Anna's done in this movie is herald in change in such a beautiful, subtle way with the costumes, and not only for the women who look absolutely stunning, but for the men's costumes too. And but even that makes me sad. The idea that we're not even going to be there to talk. And she's so passionate, and she includes us, so it's such a collaboration as well. So it's they're stunning and beautiful, and not as beautiful as Michelle Dockery in her current situation right now, which is absolutely glorious. Very excited for that.
Well, thank you so much, and have a wonderful time. Thank you. I did not get Laura.
Well, I got fired off a film that Mike Figures directed. And then, in fact, it was a film called Time Code 2000, and he told me to get lost, and then it turned out to be a film that has no edits in it, and so it couldn't cut. And so he realized that they got about a half hour after telling me I was no longer invited to the party that they couldn't shoot the movie without me. So he asked me to come back. And then we came back and gave each other a big bear hug. And so for 24 hours I was fired. And then I was back in the club, and we've been good friends ever since.
That's an amazing story and a great answer. What would you like to ask?
Who is the next guy?
I'm actually not sure, but it could be a general question.
Okay, I want to know Paul Giamatti. How much Paul Giamatti has laid down in cash playing dice?
I love that. Thank you so much.
Let me go see if I can make
Kelly, Mom's a movie star.
First of all, I just want to say I love your Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
Totally keep it real. I like everything you post. It's all good.
Thanks. I need to get on there a little bit more.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's
Or maybe I don't. Actually.
No, I very much enjoy it. Okay, you are here probably because you're a Downton fan, but you also are no stranger to a costume drama.
Absolutely right, by Julian Fellows. Yeah, no, it's a big team, and we love everybody, and I'm seeing all my friends from both shows, and yes, I'm a huge Downton fan.
And I mean, tell me what it feels like for people who don't know to actually be in one of those costumes, because some people will never wear one of those gowns and a hat like that. Like, what's it like?
It's true. I think it's really fun when you know that that's not your true reality, that you're stuck in. Although, I don't know how many times people back in the real day wore corsets for 16-hour work days. I'm not sure. Sometimes those days are hard, but I love period acting, and I've worn a lot of corsets in my life, and so for me it feels like home. They're just glorious, and yes, the days can get long, but it feels really, really artistic and glorious and glamorous.
Absolutely. Well, so good to talk to you. Are you doing any fashion?
I was going to come to be here. Yeah, I try not to miss it, but it's my daughter's birthday, and we're having a thing. Anyway, okay. Well, good to see you.
So this is me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's really easy to give your Instagram share profile. A younger person told me about that, so it makes me see him.
No messages from Gina. Audio still good. Because I lowered the audio. I thought it was 15. Because I lowered it from the previous one. She may have to boost it.
I was like, let's see what's going on. And I was like, these are great. Oh, awesome. That's cool. So yeah.
I like you went into character subplots. I'm like.
Smile right here. Right here, please. Caroline, right here. Caroline, right here. Smile right here. And Miss Erin. That smile. And right at me. Oh. Joy. Yeah, great. Is that Dan Abrams?
Yes.
That's Aiden Quinn.
I was gonna say, you're that guy always hanging out the door.
Yeah, so I follow you on Instagram, but then we can compare jobs and things too.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Are you a Downton Abbey fan?
Yes. At first, I have to admit, I was roped into it by my wife and my daughter, but then all of a sudden, I got roped in and I got hooked. Yeah. Wonderful stories, great actors, and fun to watch. Yeah.
And you're not a stranger to a period costume piece,
No.
are you?
No. I've done quite a few. Yeah, I like doing them.
Can I tell you something? My son Aiden is named after you.
Oh no!
I'll tell you why. I am from Chicago. And I
Yes.
saw you in Hamlet in that tiny theater where you spray painted to be or not to be on the wall.
I was
And that had
25.
such an impression on me.
Oh.
And I named my son Aiden.
Oh my God! You're one of the few people. Every once in a while, I come across somebody that saw that, and I'm so happy. You know, that was one of the highlights of my acting career, without a doubt.
I mean, and such a small theater. But
Yes, Wisdom Bridge Theater. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, yeah.
so nice to meet you. Had to
Nice
tell
to
you.
meet you. All right, take care. All the
Take
best.
care.
Nice meeting you.
Yep.
I want to look at you for some reason. I don't know why. Is my haircut that good?
They're really They're really
I wanted to get on audio.
Well,
It's a good story.
I guess. I don't know.
I think we're killing it tonight.
Yeah, we missed two people, but it's okay. I'll get them.
And I was stopped right when the star was there.
I didn't know what you were doing, and then I saw it.
It wasn't great. She wasn't. I didn't take great involved. It's too late. I got tons of sentences.
These are so cute. You didn't get a lot of them?
I got some, but I would have.
But you got the pack.
And I got her. No, I have her, and you'll see it. It's fine. But I know I could have gotten first class 8 seconds away.
It's at the library.
And the audio's good. I just don't like using this mic.
Is that a wrap? Is that a wrap?
We're working with you, bro. See, are you not working with you on the 11th? Oh, to take down my feed.
Yeah. Hold on, don't take it down
I'm
yet.
not. Is that a 9 or a 6?
I wasn't remembering it.
Because I heard they're discontinuing the 9, which makes no sense at all.
I remember this in case of because I was like, I was
Do you mainly shoot features then with this stuff? Are you mainly feature shooting? Or?
No, we were keeping our big cameras for hurricanes.
280.
I'm assuming they make
Doesn't matter. The iPhone's the best solution in my opinion.